Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll share with you guys how to make this beautiful bralette top here. It is perfect for summer, for hot weather, or you can even use this for swimming as if you're new to my channel, please do well to hit on the subscribe button and please turn on that notification bell. So let's get started. So I have my fabric here. This is the fabric I'm going to make use of, and this fabric has like three different designs, as you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this up and then show you guys how you're supposed to fold this. So you're supposed to fold it in a cone shape, so like this, in a cone shape, just like this. Just look at what I'm doing. So I'll bring this other side here and take it over to this point. All right, so you bring it over just like this part is supposed to be pointed just like this. All right, so you can see I also went ahead to open it up again so that you understand better. Now the measurement I'm going to be taking is from my chest to my under bust. So when I took that measurement, I had 10 inches. So I'm going to mark 11 inches. I'm going to add 1 inch to this. So I'll use this now. I'm going to connect 11 inches all around. So when taking this measurement, take from your chest to your under bust. Place the tape on your chest and measure down to your under bust. So I'm going to cut 4 pieces. This is it here. I cut 4. So I'm using these two different design. All right, so if you have any fabric, you can still go ahead and make use of it. So I'm going to make use of this little strap here. The length for this is about 20, okay, let's say is about 31 inches. Yeah, so I'm going to be using two of these, and the width for this is 1.5. So I'll fold this into two and stitch this, and then go ahead to turn it over to the right side. So once I was done stitching, this is what I have. All right, so I'm going to now turn everything to the right side. I'll first of all use my broom. All right, so I had to use this broomstick here to see if I'll be able to turn this over to the right side. While you are doing this, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but just try your best to turn everything to the right side. All right, so by the time I'm done, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like right now after I was done turning everything to the right side. So this is going to be the strap that you're supposed to tie around your neck. So I'll bring these pieces here, open it up, and I'm going to place one of the strap inside just like this. So place it inside, and you're going to use this other one to cover it up, right sides facing each other. So right now you're going to go over to your sewing machine, stitch down this side and this side. All right, so you can decide to make use of a crepe fabric, like a fabric that is very soft. The fabric I'm using here is Ankara fabric, and that's because I didn't have any other fabric with me, so I decided to make use of this. So the choice is yours. You can decide not to make use of Ankara fabric, and I think if you use a fabric that is very soft, it's going to give you, like, it's going to come out very nice. Although even this one here came out very nice. Okay, so you can still go ahead and make use of Ankara fabric. After stitching, I just went ahead to cut away the excess, and I'm going to notch this area here so that by the time I turn this over to the right side, it's going to sit properly. So I'm also going to cut away this excess and also notch this point here. So right now I'm going to turn everything to the right side. So when you turn it to the right side, you have it looking like this. Can you see? I'm also going to do same thing to this other side here. By the time I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and give this a good press. So after ironing this is what I have. You can see what is already looking like. All right, so this is it, and this is the strap that you tie around your neck. So moving over to the next step, I've also cut out another fabric here. You can see how long this is. This is very long. It's, make sure you cut out a fabric that is way long to round your waist. So the width for this is 5 inches and the length for this is about 56 inches. So I have it very long. That way this can go around my waist. So I have 56 inches, and for the width I'm using 5.5. So you can decide to use 8 inches, 7 inches, depending on how wide you want it to be. So this strap is going to be around the waist area. So this depends on how big you want it to be. So right now I went ahead to fold this into 2, just like this. So on the folded part, I'm going to mark my round waist divided by 4. So my round waist is 32 and that divided by 4 is 8 inches. I marked 8 inches and I'm just going to go ahead and notch it. Remember, I took the measurement from the folded part of these pieces. So after notching, I'm just going to go ahead and open this up, and then I'll go over to my sewing machine, fold it into 2 this way, right sides facing each other. From the first notch, I'll stitch downward, all right, and then I'll move over to this other side. I'll skip the other part, and from the next notch here, I'll stitch down to this part here. So after I was done stitching, this is it here. These are the areas I stitched. I stopped here and then started from here again through to the other point. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn everything to the right side, and then I'll go over to my sewing machine, to my iron, sorry, and iron out everything. After ironing, this is what I have here. I've turned everything to the right side, and this is what I have. So when you are done stitching, the part where you notch, if you actually notch this very well, you will notice that it's going to pop out like this, and the same thing to this other side. Can you see? So remember, this part here is not stitched, it is open. You're going to understand this very well. So right now, from here to here is 16 inches, which is my round waist divided by 2. So remember, we notched this while the fabric was on fold. All right, so right now, since it's opened, I had to take this measurement so you understand what I'm doing here. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to go back to my iron, sorry, my sewing machine, and I'm going to run a gather stitch here. I don't know why I'm so into my iron today. So right now, after that, I'm also going to do same thing to this other side here. I'll run a gather stitch, and this is what it looks like. So if you run a gather stitch, you're going to have it looking like this. So I did same thing to the yellow fabric. So the next thing I'm going to do is to measure this. So what I have here, I made sure to have about 9.5 inch. Okay, so I was supposed to have 8 inches since my round waist divided by 2 is 16, and that's divided by 16 divided by 2 again is 8 inches. So while making my gather stitch, I was supposed to have 8 inches on each of it. So I made my gather stitch to be at least 9.5, so that by the time I join this together, one is going to be on top of the other. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring one of it this way. All right, so from this point, I'll place this on the part that is notched, that is opened like this. Make sure you pull out this. Make sure you're not pinning this totally, like 2 of them. All right, I hope you understand. So open it up, and make sure you pin this to one of the pieces. All right, so when you get to the part that is notched, you're going to stop pinning. I'm going to continue to pin, and I'll stop where I have my notch. All right, you'll notice that this is even way longer than where you have your notch. It's totally fine. So you're going to now bring the second fabric or the second pieces you made your gather stitch this way, and you're also going to start pinning from the notch area here. You're going to pin here. All right, so I'm going to pin this part here. And when I get to the part where I have my notch, you'll notice that one is on top of the other. So that is how it's supposed to be. And that was why, instead of me to do my gather stitch to stop at 8 inches, I made it 9.5 because I wanted one of it to be on top of the other. So this is it here. So right now, I'll go over and stitch this down. After stitching, this is what it looks like. Can you see? So I'm going to turn it over this way so you understand. So you can see that one is exactly on top of it like this. So this is how it's supposed to be. So you turn it over this way, and we are now going to close up this other side. And to do that, You're going to use this other fabric now to close up the rough edges. So to do that, you're going to fold in 1/2 inch this way. Use it to cover up this part that is rough. This will also help you, wear this anyhow you want to. You can wear it this way, or you can even turn it over to the other side. It depends on how you want to style this. So I'm folding in 1/2 inch, and I went ahead to pin them down. So make sure you do same, and once I'm done with this, I'm going to take this over to my sewing machine and run a top stitch. So make sure it is well placed. Make sure you notice every detail of it. All right, so while you pin, make sure it is looking very neat. So by the time I was done pinning, this is it here. I also went ahead to top stitch, and this is it here. This is what it looks like. So this strap will be tied around my neck. All right, so you tie around your neck, and this will be tied around my waist.